Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're gonna create a pricing table. So this is the day 9 where we're gonna create a pricing table, and I'll show you how to create a pricing table and how to use column. So here in this video, we're gonna use column. In our previous video, we have used grid, we have used a stack, and here we're gonna use a stack with column. So I hope you're gonna enjoy this video, and let's start working on it. So first of all, if you take a look at here, the design, this is a very simple pricing table, and there is another table that you can spend some time and you can practice yourself if you want to understand. So you can take a screenshot of this video and you can start your designing inside your WordPress server. And in our previous video, we have explained the testimonials. Now let's go back to our days 9 and go to the pricing table sections. Now first of all, I'm going to create a new page here and type here day 9, close this one, pricing table. So this is the design here, which is we are going to use the column here and not using grid. So here basically the goal is to use column to show you how the column works, and let's start working on it. First of all, I'm going to take a group for the full width black background color, and let's add black color here. We can copy the color code as well. Let's use a color picker. This is not pure black, and that's why I'm using the color picker, and also let's copy this color as well. Paste here. And now add the text that I copied here from table. The text has been added here, but due to the black color and the same color inside the background, it's not visible. Let's select the text and change the text color to white color. And at the same time, make it from appearance, let's make it bold. And also make it center. Select the grid or group here, not grid, and then go to the styles, add some padding top and bottom. Okay. Now here we're gonna add column, and this is 3 column, and select the parent column here. If I click on this list view, you can see this is the parent column and those are the child one, and I'm gonna make it wide width 1340 pixel. So due to the black color, it's not visible, but still I can see it, but I'm not sure if you are able to see this in your computer or screen when you are working on it. But if you're facing any unwanted issues, then you can always reduce the color here. As of now, I'm going to reduce this one. And inside each of the item, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a group, because I have to make it border radius and I have to display them in control here. Let's make a group here. Add background color. I have already copied the color, second color, which is this one, and add a background color. Now let's go back to the group, the primary group, and change the background color to the darker one. So here is our first column. Now inside the first column, if you take a look at the design, there is a heading and there is another text called new. So we can simply copy this one. Okay, so as you can see, it's showing us the missing font. What we can do, we can choose any fonts and replace the whole page. That's it. Let's copy and type here row, edit text here. And if you take a look at our group and then go to our styles, you can see there is a color called text color. Now if I make it white color, you can see if you add any text here, by default it should display the white color. So right now I haven't added this color manually from here. Rather, I have added the color inside the group block, which is the parent group, and then added the color from the styles tab, which is the text color, like the background color I have added here. Now let's change the font size to 40 pixel, and then there is another text called new. Let's change the font size first to 40 pixel and now make it bold From appearance, choose bold here, or you can make it semi bold. Now add another text which is called new, and select the row here and make it space between. So when I select space between, it's display space between here. Now the new, if you take a look at the design, it has a background color here which is yellow color. Let's copy the color from as well, and also copy this color as well. So this is yellow and this is the button color. Now when I select the new, there's an options called background. I can select here, I can paste the color, and as you can see, when I add a background, it takes the whole area, whole space here. Let's see if you can adjust the padding. So by default, you cannot adjust the padding if you add a background color inside any text area, and that's why we are not going to use this one. So what we can do, we can simply convert this paragraph or add a wrap which is using group here. So as you can see on the left side, this is wrapping with the group, and then inside the group there is paragraph. Now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the group and go to the styles tab and select the background color, then add our own color that I have copied already. So this is the yellow color, and now add some padding, top and left, right. So if you want, you can adjust the padding by hover over here. It's 16 top and 16 bottom, and on the left and right there is around 10 pixel. So let's make it 10 and 10, which seems to be looking okay for me. Let's change the text color to black one, and the same one, like the appearance should be little bit of medium. Now let's add some border radius here. The border area should be 50 pixel or 30, which is okay. And I would like to reduce the top and bottom padding here to make it a little bit similar. So now let's select the parent group and add some padding here, 40 and 40 pixel. So I have added some padding inside the parent group, which is 40 pixel. Let's verify whether it's 40 or not. No, it's 32 pixel. From this button to this area, it's displaying 32 pixel padding. So like if I hover over here, it's 24. So I think we can make it 24 instead the 32 all over the or all around this place here. Let's go to the group here again and make it 24, and same goes here, make it 24, and there is a border radius of 15 pixel, or let's make it 10 pixel border radius would be perfect. Now let's add other text here, copy, and it's below the row. I'm going to use the shortcut key, so I just use Command Alt T from the keyboard, or I can hit the enter, and if you understand, you can click over here, you can see add before add Y. So I have used add Command Alt and Y for adding items below this text, or you can add the enter or hit the enter from your keyboard as well. Now let's go back and copy other text from here. So let's make it small and change the color. So this is a little bit gray color, it's not exactly the white color. And here is a button called Get Started. Let's copy and type here button, paste here. Let's remove the background color from the button. We can select the outline one and then choose the border color from here to the brand color that we are using, this one. And go to our design. The button font is little bit font weight, and let's add some font weight here, like around medium. Go to the typography and appearance. Okay, let's make it semi bold. It looks better now. Now copy this heading, which is around 20 pixel and font weight bold. Let's hold Command and Alt, or you can use Control and Alt and then Y from your keyboard. Paste here and make it bold. And also at the same time, the font size should be 20 pixel. Now go back again, and I'm gonna use these items and these icons as SVG icon. Let's export this one. Export and choose SVG, export vector. So now let's add icons here, or image. Basically, go to media library and drag the image or the vector icon that I exported, drop it here, and now just select here. Now after the image, let's add text and make sure that font size is correct here, which is 16 pixel. Select and make it 16, and then select the image and paragraph, then select here row, and reduce the gap between the image and or the icon and the paragraph, basically, not image. So we can make it 5 pixel gap, or 3 pixel looks similar. Now we can simply duplicate the row by pressing Shift and Command from the keyboard. Now Command, Shift and pressing D. So as you can see, we just duplicated this same text couple of times, and let's copy the text that is displaying inside our Figma. I'm going to speed up the process here. And now we have added all the text here. I'm just going to remove the extra row that has been added here. And if you take a look at our design, there is some space at the bottom area. So basically the space has been added automatically, and right now it looks like this. Now on the right hand side, you can follow the same from here, from the group. You can simply copy and then paste here. You can simply copy and then paste here. So now replace few text here. Let's copy. And I'm going to remove the change the button color here. So I'm going to use the fill color from the button, for the button. Let's add the fill color and check the button text color, which is the black color here. Let's change the color to black. Now as you can see, there is some text at the top, and I'm gonna add some padding top by selecting the column here and the styles. So unlink the padding and add some spacing at the top, which is perfect now. Now if I increase, there is another interesting thing that you have to understand here. So if I increase the number of rows, you can see on the left and right hand side, this column is not expanding itself. So if your client wants you to expand the column at the same time based on the height and number of content, then you can add the background color inside the column area. So if I add the background color inside the column, let's add yellow color. So as you can see, if I add it inside the column, it will gonna expand when I add more content any of the row here. But right now I just wanted to keep it consistent, and I do not want to extend the height of this table or the pricing table that I have created here. Let's remove. And inside the column, you can also add a border radius as well. Previously, there was no options to add a border radius when we are using the column. So let's verify our responsive view here. Let's click publish first and view the page. This is our pricing table page. And as you can see, it looks perfect inside the editor, but here it's changing its placement a little bit, right? And if I select again, let's make it justification left, and let's make it center or top. And now add some spacing here. Let's add 10 pixel or tiny. Let's see. Only take a look at the first one. So as you can see, it looks like this. When I add a top, it takes its place at the top. Let's make it at the bottom. and reload. So when I select the bottom, it looks perfect here, right? So you can follow the same, just copy paste all over the places and you can update them as well. Now let's verify our responsive view here. So as you can see, I have shared that when we are using the column, it will not going to break. So I think I have shared it in days 2 or 3, where the breaking system is working basically like it will display the 2 column here, then the third one display below as a single column. But here, this is not going to work like that way. It will directly jump into a single column like this way. So this is the only barrier when you're using a column, and at the same time when you're more concerned about the responsive view. To avoid this kind of issues, you can use simply the grid. And let me convert that grid and let me show you how it looks like. Let's duplicate this one. And change the background color a little bit here. Okay, there is no need to change the background color. Just select the grid. Let's select the grid here. Grid. And make it full width or wide width basically. From manual, let's make it 3 column. And in the first column, I'm going to drag this one. And I'm going to remove the below part from here. It's not necessary. Let's duplicate this. And save. And now go back to our page and reload. Now as you can see, the first one that is created using the column and the second one that is created using the grid. Now if I change the responsive view, you can see the grid is displaying here still. Why? Because we are using here, which is the column. And now if I select the grid here, you can see we are using the manual column system from the grid. Now if I select the auto, let's make it 19 here. When I select the auto, and at the same time if I want to adjust the width here, let's save, go to our design and reload. So as you can see, based on our screen sizes, it's displaying half of this screen. So I'm not going to show like that way. Let's make it perfect. Okay, now it's much better. And now if I reload here, it looks perfect. Now the difference here you can see, if I just change the window size, you can see here it's jumping below directly, but at the same time on the above column it's not gonna jump directly here. So you can adjust this one by adjusting the REM to percentage or pixel, and to adjust the value here inside the minimum column width. Now I hope you understand how it works, and this is completely mobile friendly, tab friendly, and it should work on any devices. This is exactly what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you understand and enjoy this tutorial, and feel free to ask me if you have any other questions, or if you would like to anything on any specific tutorial, you can directly contact me. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.